Donald Trump, please help me and my brothers and sisters support the Biafra movement. We are suffering in Nigeria. We want a country of our own. We are surrounded by other tribes. We are not even allowed to police our tribe. They flood us with other language. I beg you, help us. We are in deep shit. Please, Donald Trump. Banga, derere. Baby,
I'm happy to announce that Dr. Victor Oke will be my physician. He is a great Nigerian doctor.
Good afternoon, SC viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Chinedu Michael, we are looking at the aftermath of Donald Trump's victory. Different reaction across the globe. We are seeing jubilation in the southeastern part of Nigeria. That is the Igbos. And we have seen maybe winning in some part of Middle East, because Trump has said that Iran will never have nuclear weapon under his watch.
But they will leave it.
And we are seeing rumor that there is disquiet in Aso Rock.
Of course, the level of quietness in Aso Rock has pushed the entire leaders, the entire hierarchy, the entire leaders within that context of Abuja to continue to review the Donald Trump victory, because they know what is already on ground. What is on ground is something a lot of people have been waiting for, over the decades. And remember that before now, the issue of realization and restoration, we are not talking about declaration. Nobody's talking about declaration. What we're asking is that, the entire entity with 40 colonies of the Biafran territory should be handed over to them peacefully. You can see what is happening in the north now. More military, Islamic military are springing up. These are prophecies. These are things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said so many years ago. And Donald Trump made one significant statement. Not only to Iran. He said he will not allow Iran to have nuclear weapon. Agreed. But what is important to Iranians is for them to live peacefully first. And because he is a peaceful man, anything that will guarantee peace in the world, anywhere in the world, that count Donald Trump as an advocate of that. He made it very clear. So and you know that when United Nations fails to take their responsibilities in form of trying to make sure that the conflict does not snowball or spread to killings and conquest irrelevantly, then they have failed in their duty. But I think Donald Trump is going to take that position. Talking about peace in Nigeria means breaking up Nigeria, and that's what it means. So we are looking at that direction. For you to maintain peace in Nigeria, Donald Trump said the only way to do that is break up, and in fact that threw the whole entire Aso Rock on out of their position, that made them to start gathering information up and down, trying to find out what is actually happening in Finland, what is Samonipa up to. The release of Nnamdi Kanu is also part of the meeting, emergency meeting, because these are factors that people are going to concentrate deeply now that another form of leadership has taken over the world. I can assure you that the Fulani political people or lords, let me use it that way, in Abuja are not comfortable with the presence of Donald Trump. They know what it means to have Donald Trump as the president of America now.
Okay, now let's look at the angle the Samurai is coming from. That Donald Trump's victory is freedom for democracy. That freedom doesn't extend to Biafra.
There's nothing that he has written series of letters. The one he just delivered one now. And he has also delivered about 3. All the whole Scandinavian countries, including Norway and Finland, Sweden, name them. Everybody is set, for the event that is going to take place in Lahi in Finland. So and there's massive security. There's build up. There's a network. Going on. The American government has been notified. The Speaker of the whole world, I'm talking about Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the United States of America, has also been notified, and they were also handed over, given the Biafran Charter. So Samoneba is very careful at this moment now, because nothing is going to stop that gathering in Finland. And the intelligence that we are trying to feast on coming from Aso Rock is nothing to write home about. I think the government at this point in time is already warming up for eventuality. Anything can happen at this moment. Let it not come to them as a surprise, but they should also prepare for, because the man you are seeing there, Donald Trump, is unpredictable. Look at, he has reconciled with Putin of Russia. They have exchanged pleasantries, and he's extending it to Middle East. Of course, that's the fact, and he has already taken a position. So when he talks about bringing peace to the world, anything that will bring peace to any nationality, to any region, to any country, of course, Donald Trump is going to uphold that. And the only way to bring peace in Nigeria is to disintegrate Nigeria and allow the Prince of Africa to rise. Of course, the fourth Jewish black nation in the world. Another factor, that will make the United Nations and the America to look into is that there has been mushrooms of sect, military, Islamic sect in the north. They are rising everywhere, taking over territories, occupying everywhere, even while the governors and the leaders of that region watch with that. Imagine a said Lakuwa, what do they call it? Taking over Sokoto, where we have the caliphate. Is it not something signaling, telling you that the end of the entity called amalgamation has come?
Okay, I want to ask you about the charter being handed over to the Trump campaign organization by Ekpa. Of what significance is it to their transition?
Yes, to tell you very clearly, you'll be surprised that the whole world, the whole Americans, celebrated the publication that ran through the Washington territory, New York, name them, most, Pennsylvania, different states in America. All we are having Biafran stories as headline in their newspaper all over America. The publication, it was as if Kamala Harris and Donald Trump actually ordered, the significance of what is to come, and it's going to come from there. So when you see such thing playing out in the seat of power, all the camps of Donald Trump, all the camps of Kamala Harris, they were all seen with that publication from the Washington Independent. You can go and check your record if you find out yourself. They were carrying it, even in their gathering, they were carrying it because, they has it that, momentum is gathering momentum, is gathering global support, is gathering what class leaders abide and are showing solidarity in the restoration. Because you see, Nnamdi Kanu has placed a standard, have opened a kind of legacy that Simon Ekpa is now leveraging on. And on the issue of Biafran Charter, what do they mean by Biafran Charter, which they have actually endorsed? If you look at the document that was handed over to about 70% of the congressmen in America, as I'm talking to you now, you discover that in that document it has a lot of things that will surprise anybody in Africa, including Nigerian leaders. One, the Biafran territory, the maritime sector, the airspace settled. Then bilaterals, diplomatic relationship with nations. That is fourth. How Biafran government will run in synergy with human rights. Four, all the nations of the world have every right to live in Biafra peacefully. That is so many of them, and at the end of the day, what they are actually pointing at is that Biafra is going to be a nation that every Christian in the world, whether you are a Muslim or not, will be proud of, because it's going to be the beginning of the rise of the black man. Black man have actually lost it anyway, but the restoration of black man is linked to the rise of Biafra as a nation, and that is what is gradually playing out. Bros, Nigeria at this point, is still struggling with, identity. Nigeria has no identity if you look at it properly. The only identity Nigeria have is corruption, stealing, marginalization, injustice, gang up. That's the only trademark that people that the world knows. Forget the romance. You can't. The same Trump. That some time ago, Bayo Ononuga was even mocking Trump. He said Nigerian version of Trump is Peter Obi. But can they say it today to tell you how they behave? Because Trump has won that. You see, congratulate Trump, congratulate Trump. The man you are talking about have data, have information of what transpired during his last election before now, the position of the Easterners. And he tweeted something, and hopefully, the world is going to experience another rise of the newest nation called Biafra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu Michael. This is Satellite Media and Mr. Martin. Thank you very much.